Well, everybody, here's part 6 of my Boise Media Collection for 2025 edition. So, anyways, no time to waste, let's begin. As always, starting with the clamshells, one cup box, and the rest are slip covers and a couple of case lists. So, anyways, let's begin. Starting with the first 3 Muppet movies I'm about to show right now. I will show Muppet Treasure Island later in this video, which is caseless. Got this VHS from Goodwill back in January of 2017 and originally purchased from the District Industries thrift store. December 18th, 1992. And this copy does have the feature program bumper because this copy right here is version 1 of this 1993 VHS. And definitely one of my all-time favorite 1979 movies, along with Creamer vs. Creamer. So, yep. I used to have another copy back in April of 2021, but I got rid of it, so I replaced this tape from Savers back in April of last year. December 2nd and December 13th, 1992. And this copy does have the feature presentation bumper because this copy right here is version 2 of the 1993 VHS of this movie. Had this tape for a very long time, which I had since 2013, which I got from a yard sale. September 14th, 1993. I will rewatch this movie this Halloween season. And I got this tape from Savers back in July of this year, so just to let you all know. June 12th, 1998. And I used to have another copy of this tape back in 2011, but I got rid of it. I was stupidity, but now I had this tape back in the collection. And this copy has the feature program bumper because this copy right here is version 1 of the 1998 VHS of this movie. Had this tape for a very long time, which I had since 2015, which I got from my middle school. And I used to have another copy of this tape back in 2011, but got rid of it because I was stupidities. But yeah, that's my question. But now I had this tape for a very long time, which I had since 2015. July 15th, 1998. I mean, no. It's July 15th, 1993. My mistake, folks. Sorry about that, folks. I wrote the print date wrong. But that's alright, though. And this copy doesn't have the coming soon to theaters from Walt Disney Pictures bumper, because this copy right here is version 2 of the 1993 VHS of this movie. Got this tape from Goodwill back in October of 2015, which I had this tape for almost 10 years. April 9th, 1994. Had this tape since July of 2016 that I got from Goodwill. And happy belated 29th anniversary to this direct-to-video movie, since that movie came out on August 13th, 1996. The print date is July 15th, 1996. And I do have the 2019 live-action remake of Aladdin on Blu-ray, which I'll better show it on my Boise Media Collection I'll do that in another video when I show Blu-rays that I got from Boise. Had this tape for a very long time, which I had since 2013. July 3rd, 1995, so printed the day before Independence Day that year. This is a pretty good underrated 1995 animated movie. Too bad they never get a sequel to this one because it got flopped at the box office. So just let you all know. I need to make some more room here. Just so let you all know. Had this tape for a very long time as well, which I got from a thrift store in Nampa back in November or December of 2013. I think December of 2013, which I got this tape. October 18th, 2002. And I found this rare 1985 VHS of this tape. And of course, I had this tape since December 2016 that I got from Goodwill. And this movie needs a watch soon, so yep. If I have another VCR player, I should watch this movie as soon as possible. As for now, I don't have it. And of course, I should have donated my media to thrift stores on Friday. But that's alright, I shall donate some other time. Guts tape from the youth ranch back in April of last year. And definitely a classic right here from 1945. November 24th, 1997. And of course, I'll be showing the first two Look Who's Talking movies soon, which I'll show them later in this video. And of course, I had this tape since 2018 that I got from Goodwill. January 20th, 1997. And printed the 5th week of 1997. And I remember rewatching the first two Look Who's Talking movies back in 2022. The first one's really good, the sequel's good, and the third one's pretty good, in my opinion, so, yep. Definitely a classic right here from 1942 that I've watched back in October of last year. And of course, I had tape since last year, but after I got tape from the St. Vincent de Paul thrift store while I volunteered there back in April of 2017. Anyways, the print date is February 15th, 2000, and the 7th week of 2000. Guts tape from the Vets for Success thrift store back in March of 2018. And that was before that thrift store was closed down back in 2020. So, yep. And this is the last time that I've ever been to this thrift store back in March of 2018. The print date is October 14th, 1999, and September 5th, 2000, so I believe this tape's recycled. The recycled week and year code is the 41st week of 1999, and the regular week and year code's the 36th week of 2000. And I think this tape's recycled from Bartok the Magnificent, the 1999 VHS. Guts tape from Goodwill back in June of 2017 before we moved to Lewiston. Just a week later. August 3rd, 1994. And I will rewatch this movie this October. Just let you all know. For Halloween, of course. And here's the last clamshell for this video. Or the last clamshell for this part, I mean. And I haven't seen this movie yet, unfortunately. But I will soon. So just to let you all know. February 1st, 1999. And of course, I had this tape since July of 2025, which I got from Savers. And that's it for the VHS tapes. Now, let's get on with the rest of the slipcovers. So, anyways, here we go. Had tapes since October of 2018 that I got from Goodwill. Reprint September 1st, 1999. And the wheels are completely yellow there. But hopefully the rest of the tapes still play fine. And I think I've rewatched the Homeward Bound movies back in October 2022. And here's the remake from 1993. And I used to have a copy back in 2011, but I gave it away, so I replaced this tape back in April 2017 that I got from the youth ranch after I volunteered there at the St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. Two print dates, May 8th and May 11th, 1993. And, of course, I'll be showing Homeward Bound 2 Lost in San Francisco soon. So just let you all know. Got this tape from Goodwill back in July of 2016. Which I used to have another copy back in November 2015, which I got from Goodwill, but it got damaged, so I replaced this tape back in July 2016, like I said. March 3rd, 1995, so printed 3 days before before my birthday that year, and printed 7 years before I was born. The week in year code is the 9th week of 1995. And of course, this is one of my all-time favorite movies right here that stars Tom Hanks and directed by Robert Zemeckis. Had tape since October of 2015 that I got from Goodwill. September 1st, 1996. And printed the 35th week of 1996. And here's the sequel, Mission Impossible 2. And of course, I had tape since 2016 that I got from Goodwill. Which I used to have another copy, which is the CHC copy, I think. But I got rid of it because I have the official copy, which is right here. October 25th, 2000. and printed the 43rd week of 2000. Needs a rewatch soon after I got another VCR player. And of course, I had tape since May of 2016 or April of 2016, which I got tape from Goodwill. October 8th, 1997. I hope I do want to plan on getting the sequel, Blade Runner 2049, which I'll get that soon as possible. I will rewatch this movie soon, which, once again, I will get another VCR player soon, so just let you all know. And of course, I had tape since September of 2016 that I got from Goodwill. Actually, no. I got this tape from Goodwill back in October of 2017. My mistake, folks. So, yep. August 28th, 2004. So 10 days before this tape will be turning 21 this year. And the week and year code is the 35th week of 2004. Definitely a classic from 1985, directed by Ron Howard. And of course, I had tape since, I think, July of 2019 that I got from the Youth Ranch in Nampa. November 28th, 1996. And printed the 47th week of 1996. I haven't seen this movie yet, but I will as soon as possible when I found another VCR player. And I got this tape from the Youth Ranch back in July of this year. The Meridian Idaho Youth Ranch. The stores don't have any VHS tapes, but they have some. But at least I found 3 of them, which I'm lucky to have. June 22nd, 1996, and printed the 26th week of 1996. This movie right here needs a rewatch soon, so, yep. And I believe I got the tape from Goodwill after I visit my mom for a bit. back in March of 2018. And of course, I stayed at my childhood house for a week until they have to move out back in June of 2018. But at least I visit my childhood house while I visit Boise. Just let you all know. Got this tape from the Vets for Success thrift store back in November of 2016. September 12th, 2004, so printed a day and 3 years after 9/11, aka the tragic days of our lives. Got this tape from the youth ranch back in April of last year. And this is a pretty good 1995 movie, which it has, I think, Christina Ricci, Rosie O'Donnell, Demi Moore, and I think she's also, oh yeah, Belly Griffin is also in this movie as well. And this is a reprint. September 17th, 2002. I had this tape for a very long time, which I had from the youth ranch in Meridian back in October of 2011. I think June 13th, 1996. Got this tape from Goodwill back in March of 2018. June 21st, 1990. And printed the 24th week of 1990. Four more tapes for this video, and then we're finished for today's video. Got this tape from Vets for Success thrift store back in June of 2017. March 27th, 1990. And printed the 13th week of 1990. And this is the copy with the preview for the freshman, because this copy right here is version 1. And here's the sequel, which I used to have another copy back in August of 2015, but it got damaged, so I replaced this tape back in 2018, which is in better condition. April 25th, 1992. And the week and year code's the 17th week of 1992. And my other copy, I think it's printed the 5th week of 1992. Two more tapes, and then we're finished. Got this tape from Goodwill back in April of 2016. April 10th, 2002. And the week and year code's the 15th week of 2002. And finally, here's the last tape for this video. Got this tape from Savers back in April of last year. And the print date is November 4th, 2002, on the invisible ink print date. Well, everybody, there you have it for my Boise Media Collection for 2025 edition, Part 6. So, stay tuned for Part 7 coming up tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. So, anyways, this is Superman Me 2002. See y'all later, and have a great rest of your guys' day.